Greetings, perverts. This movie is every teenage boy's dream. The ability to go invisible with the opportunity to sneak into the girls' locker room while they're showering. Based on a Japanese comic. Aren't these movies always based on a Japanese comic? This is a hilarious sex comedy so outrageous that it can only come from Japan. Hi, I'm the Artie Dans and welcome to the Smut Files, and we're going to take a look at Oh, Invisible Man from 2010. Toru is your average horny Japanese teenager, loving the springtime as it brings the opportunity for him to stare at panties. He lives in some kind of share house as the only male, which sounds like the anime punchline. There is Rumi, super skinny with pigtails, Aiko, who acts like a housewife, and the hot-headed Yoshi, who's also his classmate and longtime childhood friend. And as if he doesn't need any more cute girls around him, there is Yoko, the rich and hot neighbour next door. Somehow, while reading a comic book, Toru turns invisible, but strangely he seems to work out that eating fish eggs makes it happen. And then he does exactly what you'd expect. He goes to school, strips off, eats the eggs, and heads straight for the girls' changing room. Shenanigans and a lot of fun ensues until Toru overhears that Yoshi likes him. But one afternoon, after they're about to express their feelings for each other, she goes missing, and Toru suspects she might have been kidnapped by a few shady guys he saw the day before. And she was, kidnapped by a few idiots who mistook her for Yoko. It's now up to Toru and his secret skill to step up and save Yoshi. Because remember, as much as they fight with each other, they just really want to fuck. They are teens after all. Coming of age movie? Or just your standard perverted teen sex comedy with a Japanese flavour? Definitely the second one. Because while there is the typical awkward teen conversations about how they think sex works and trying to work out anything about girls at the beginning of the film, it definitely progresses into a smut fest pretty quickly. It's definitely a pervy movie. Once you make it past the lots and lots of panty shots at the beginning, you'll be rewarded with what you want to see. Lots of half and fully naked girls. Some of the hilarious highlights include when a random teacher decides to show the boys the best way of playing with themselves using the broom handle as a prop. When a mystery wind blows up the skirts of some of the schoolgirls, showing off their panties to Toru's horny friends and teachers. Toru licking the girls' moles in the change room, complete with some very creative special effects. Toru helping his teacher find a four-leaf clover, but really it's just an excuse to look up her skirt. The scene of Toru eating snacks and drinking soda, and a scene where Yoshi finds Toru's dirty magazine, and just as they're about to kiss, they get disturbed by Rumi. The invisible scenes are a mixture of hilarity and horniness, such as when he first realises he's invisible in the bathroom, which then results in the first glorious scene of the film, Yoshi taking everything off and having a bath alongside him, obviously unaware. Unfortunately, the actress playing Yoshi, Yanagimoto, seems to have a no booby clause in her contract, which makes sense as she's an idol from the group Cheer Heart 1, or Cheer Love 1, however you say it. Be patient though, as it's at the 16-minute mark until you see the first set of boobs and bum in the film, made possible by a handful of gorgeous extras who shower with full makeup on. Don't want to get our hair wet, do we, ladies? This is like a perverted American Pie without the budget and the pie sex, but with far more nudity and the stuff you really want to see. It's also set in the weirdest school where there are only about 15 students, 3 teachers, and the barest of bare classrooms and hallways with no posters, bags, or any other junk that makes a school look like a school. However, the movie goes from cute and pervy to super creepy when Toru uses his invisible status to break into the houses of cute girls on his list to watch them showering. This is not a masterpiece by any stretch. It's a short 60-minute film with serviceable camera work and music and the expected cheap and dodgy special visual effects, but you aren't watching it for the technical aspects, right? You're watching for the panties, the boobs, and the bums, and there are more than enough to fill this 1-hour smut fest. At least Toru isn't the usual anime-style teenage boy that's scared of girls, sex, and their bodies. That trope is annoying. But just remember, there's also a lot of naked Toru butt as well. And there is a sequel called Invisible Girl, which is easy enough to find on Google Play and iTunes. As for this movie, Strangely, just YouTube it. The full uncut movie is on YouTube, although who knows for how long. You're all perverts. Of course you are, you watched this video. So because of that, I recommend you watch this film. Cute Japanese girls getting naked and every guy's dream to turn invisible and watch them. If there's any problem, it's that there isn't enough nudity and none from the main girls, which are the ones you really want to see in the buff. Oh well, maybe the next movie we look at will be different. But if you've seen this, what did you think of it? Thank you for watching this video, please press the like button if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time, perverts.